I know there's a lot of reason to be concerned about Netflix acquiring HBO and Warner Brothers, but it just got a lot more worrisome because Paramount Skydance has just put in a hostile bid for it. And it seems that Donald Trump has been pushing maybe in that direction. He might actually have something to do with it. Well, what's going on? Well, the fact of the matter is Larry Ellison, who's the CEO of Paramount Skydance, is a huge Trump supporter, a mega donor. He gives him a lot of money. And we've already seen little hints that like Paramount might have canceled Stephen Colbert's show to appease Trump, to try and get things approved by Donald Trump. Well, Donald Trump has already also said that he would want to be deeply involved in the Netflix merger if they were the ones that are actually acquiring HBO and Warner Brothers. Now that's weird. Like, why would any president be involved in the media in that way? Like, that kind of stuff would be done by regulatory agencies. Why is the president getting involved with it? But here's where it gets really worrisome. The simple fact is that when Netflix put in their bid, it wasn't also to acquire CNN. We weren't sure if CNN and those news network type area of it would spin off into its own thing or what would happen. But Paramount Skydance, again, owned by a Trump supporter, is also including CNN. Now, one of the wild things about that is that would mean that one of the major news networks that is generally independent of Donald Trump would be under direct control of a huge fan of Donald Trump. So even if Larry Ellison didn't get directly involved and tell them what kind of stories they have to put out, they know who their boss would be at that point. It's always wild to me because you will notice that conservatives over and over and over again complain about, oh, the media is against us. But they've basically had the most control, the most power, and the most say over the media for a very, very long time. Fox News has been the largest news network around the world for decades now, and they're controlled by conservatives. I remember when Rush Limbaugh was similarly the largest radio personality in the world, making more money than any other radio personality. So the fact of the matter is the people who control these issues the most, who control these companies, are usually conservatives. It's kind of like they're constantly complaining that colleges are actually more liberal. But the fact of the matter is most universities actually have on their board of trustees, and often the president of university, they're usually like former Republican politicians. They tend to be very conservative leaning. So this is another instance in which you're having these weird things happen where you have Donald Trump pushing Larry Ellison and making phone calls to try and get them to make things like Rush Hour 4, and Paramount Skydance seeming to signal that they'll do whatever he wants. So imagine what will happen to one of the largest news networks in the world if it is owned by someone who Donald Trump has on his speed dial.